Hey there, this is Mike from Mac Digital Media, and I have another tip that will hopefully help speed up your workflow when you're editing in Adobe Premiere. In this particular case, I was working on a project with a client who is also an editor, a friend of mine who needed to have me create some different elements for his project to help spice it up, some transitional elements as well as graphics, that type of thing. So while he was working on the actual main body of his project. So in this particular case, I just have a sequence that I created with these transitional elements. There's just 4 different variations, and they have a wipe underneath to hide the edit. And as the alpha channel, brings, you have got the transitional element that's over the top of that second layer. So I just wanted to go ahead and create these 4 different variations because they have some go one way and some go the other way. And I just want to make it real quick for him to just go ahead and grab it and start working on it, not have to figure out the wipe duration himself and screw around with that and then try to figure out where does it come in and all that sort of thing. So I got it all worked out for him, and I wanted to go ahead and just send him just a simple sequence that he could bring into his project and boom, be off and running, that type of thing. So in you can certainly, in Adobe Premiere, you can bring in existing sequences or the entire project right into your existing project. You can do that no problem, although you do potentially run into the possibility of having to relink files and that sort of thing. And I wanted to make this really simple for him to just drag it right in there. He's got everything. He doesn't have to worry about anything. He just can keep going along, as fast as he can. So anyway, what I did is I made this essentially folder here of my project file transitions, and then the 4 different transitions that I used there that I created, and then we have, of course, this still images that are for so we can show the examples in and out. And so I put these into a just a separate folder here, and this is the project right here, same thing. And I'm going to go ahead now and open a temporary project. And what I'm going to do is bring it right into this new project, which you can bring it into your existing working project, or you can bring it into a brand new project, whichever you prefer. And it's just a matter of just very simply taking the project folder that I showed you and then just dragging it and dropping it. And let me just go ahead and select the window, make sure it's there, we go, and then just drop it right in this window here. And now it's going to ask me about import settings. In this particular case, I do want to go ahead and import the entire project because it'll make it just really simple for him, and it's very self-contained as it is right now. If I had a larger project that I was trying to import into Premiere, I would select the import selected sequences, and then it would give me a pull down as far as which sequence did I really want to pull in specifically, which individual sequence. In this particular case, I do want to bring in the entire project, and I don't need to keep this create folder for imported items checked because it's already self-contained and it's already in its own separate folder. And then for allow import of duplicate media, in this particular case, because it's a brand new project, I don't have to worry about any sort of duplicate media, so I'm going to uncheck that in this case, and I'm going to hit OK. And now the project goes right into here, and we have our elements in here, and the wipes, transition, and everything relinks correctly. Everything is all there, no problem. So he can get right at what he needs to do. So it's just this, it's really kind of a simple way of just bringing in, going ahead and creating just a simple project. If you have something, it could be anything that maybe you're doing B-roll string outs or soundbite selects or graphics or transition elements or anything that you wanted to be able to show another editor on another system and you don't want to deal with a shared project, you just want to send them something, so that they can get going on it. And it's just as simple as creating just a small, folder full of these elements, making sure, of course, that these elements link to this project, that is seeing the correct location, and then just very simply dragging it right into your either existing project or a brand new project. And it sees all the media at once, gets everything all at once, and links to it immediately. And it's just really quick, and they can just get going on working on the elements that they need to have. So hopefully that helps you speed up your workflow some. If you have any questions or comments, hey, get in touch with me. Send me an email or give me a call. It'd be cool to talk to you about some of this stuff. So anyway, thanks a lot for listening.